We're in the showcase portion of the basketball season as we celebrate athletes with a send-off and also highlight some up-and-comers for future generations. It's the Triple Threat Girls Basketball Showcase and Rising Stars Challenge. First up, the 6th grade game, the first of 4 games today here at the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse in Creighton-Durham Hall. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Peden, and joining me are 2 special guests. You've seen them on the court in our previous coverage. They're going to join us in the booth today. Ronnie Porter, 3-time St. Paul City Conference Player of the Year, and Aniya Holloway, the Division I state champion for 2022 AAU and a future Golden Gopher. Ronnie, you took part in the very first Triple Threat event as part of an 8th grade showcase. You'll be playing later today, but we have the 6th graders coming up first, and for a lot of these younger athletes, I have to imagine this is quite the experience. How exciting is it for them to get a showcase?
Really exciting. All I got to tell them is to play hard and have fun and show out, basically.
And Aniya, you probably remember the time when you were in 6th grade, longing for the day when you would get the chance to play on those courts and play in front of all these fans. So as someone who has been there, what do you think is going through the minds of the 6th graders who will be hooping it up here?
Well, if they're anything like what I was when I was in 6th grade, I know they're a little nervous, but just like what Ronnie said, just go out there, have fun, and play hard.
And overall, what do you enjoy most about these all-star type of events? So we have the All-Star Series, we have the Triple Threat event. It's a great showcase for a lot of athletes.
I think it's fun, and you get to really play against people that you never played against, and you just get to show out.
And you get to play with people that you'll probably never get to play with again, so that'll be really fun.
All right, we're going to do our best with names and numbers as we move along, but thanks for joining us and enjoy the program. Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves. El-Amin, good if it goes. Yes! Game winners. James, she's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot. It goes in. And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
I do want to take a moment because we have team names this year, and in light of the violence that is befalling our young girls, I wanted to play these games today in honor of young girls who have lost their lives to violence, period. Not just from police violence, but from violence in our own communities. So today we're going to honor young girls who have lost their lives. And these teams today, so we have Team Nyema, which is the light colored team. You all like? They're going to be Team Aniya El-Amin, the 6-year-old little girl in North Minneapolis who lost her life to senseless violence. She passed away not too long ago. We also, on this side, we're going to have Team Trinity. And this team is Team Trinity Ottoson-Smith, who was just 9 years old, and she just recently lost her life as well. So we want to play these games in honor of those 2 young girls because they could have easily gone on to play in such an event as this. So if we could just have a moment of silence for those girls, and we'll get our names going. All right, so we're going to get going here, and we're going to announce the girls. I want you to just come out, line up here, and we'll get going. First up, we have from Alice, Team Aniya, Alice Smith Elementary School, Inara Next up, from Woodland Elementary School. Woodland Elementary School with the Minnesota Stars, Briana Foster. Come on up, Briana. Now y'all act like y'all we're gonna see them in a few years. I'm sure they will run out here a little bit different. Okay, next up we have from Murray Middle School, representing the Queens today, Mariah Miller. Next up we have
You want to do a quick
from
selfie?
Field Middle School, representing the Minnesota Suns, Kendal Shelton.
Yeah, I might need your wingspan.
Yeah, I got you.
Next up, from Hill Elementary School, in
Hold on,
North, representing
let me-
North Tartan, we have Lariah, Wright. And last but not least,
Oh,
we
I
have
wasn't quite ready for it. I just want to make sure.
And just so you're both in
Don't
there,
be
try
on the
not
right
to
side.
move.
I'm sorry, I skipped over your
Oh.
name.
Try not to
From
move the
Alice
tables
Smith
too much.
Elementary
Just
School,
so you're
representing
Oh, that's right.
There's a little bit of
Crackle or so just
43 Hoops, we have
so just hold this
Nyema
part of the mic.
Montgomery.
Don't touch the cables. That's what he's saying.
Okay, representing Team Trinity from MELA Elementary School, I'm sorry, with the Minnesota Stars, we have Danasia Anderson. St. Louis Park Junior High School, representing, what's your team? Oh, she's not here, I'm sorry. Murray Middle School, representing the FBC Real, Ahmani Crump. Next up, Meadow Ridge, representing Taylor Hill Elite. Oh, I'm sorry, Minnesota Star. Noraa, Ivey. Next up, Harvard Elementary School, representing the Falcons. We have Niome, Reyes. And last but not least, don't let your eyes deceive you, this little girl can go. From Hill School, representing North Tartan, Lamaira, Wright. Okay, and our coaches for today, we have Coach Ty Smith. She is the new head girls basketball coach at Roosevelt, Minneapolis Roosevelt High School. And then we have Coach Amy, who is assistant coach at Roosevelt High School. And then coaching team Aniya, we have Salape. We have Salape Anderson, who played at Woodbury High School, who is now at the University of Illinois. And then we have Creek-Durham Hall's own Autumn Mendez, who's at University of San Jose in the building. All right, we're gonna let the games begin. I haven't forgotten about you all, but thank you to our table. We have Minnesota State High School League, Minneapolis Henry High School, Miss Cynthia Neal, who's doing our table. We also have assistant coach from Creek-Durham Hall, Jasmine Glaser Kelly in the building. And then we don't usually have guys doing this kind of stuff, but this young man was adamant about coming and helping out the young ladies today, and we have Jonte in the building. Thank you. All right, let's go, girls.
Well, Nia and Ronnie, I would say Crystal took the words out of my mouth. Okay, that didn't go over so well. Folks, this is why I'm a play-by-play announcer, not a comedian. But if you were following along, Crystal was explaining the origins of the event, why the teams are named the way they are, Team Aniya and Team Trinity. And I just think it's a great thing. For one, it will help me figure out who's who, but to name the teams in honor of people who have lost their lives it may be a small gesture, but it's a gesture that speaks volumes.
I agree.
Definitely.
So, Team Aniya will wear the light-colored jerseys. Team Trinity will wear the dark. Now, with the 6th grade game, we do have the rosters. There were a couple of kids who didn't get their numbers in, so just bear with us here if it takes us a moment to figure out who's who. Because these are normally athletes. These are athletes, as Crystal said, we're going to hear about in a few years, but they're not eligible to play high school yet because of high school league rules. But I imagine there is a prodigy like Ronnie Porter who will suit up for varsity and do big things. Ronnie, of course, playing varsity since 8th grade. And Nia, I think you started in 9th.
No, I started in 8th.
You started in 8th as well.
Yes.
And just make sure you hold the mics close to you because we want to hear your voices.
Gotcha.
It's all right. This is their first time. Everyone goes through those first game jitters.
They definitely don't have their numbers on the roster. So this is
Yeah, some have their numbers, others do not. So we will do our best to keep track of who is who as the game moves along. By the time we get to the juniors and seniors, though, that won't be an issue. Ronnie, of course, will play in the junior-senior game, and I'm guessing you've got your jersey ready to go?
Yes.
We are underway. Aniya has the ball first. The first of 4 games in the Triple Threat Girls Basketball Showcase. And I believe that is Nyema Montgomery on the drive, offensive rebound, and the putback by Kendal Shelton, who goes to Field Middle School. Kendal Shelton with our first bucket of the day. This is Team Trinity, and a runner is no good. We played 20-minute halves running time until the final 2 minutes, so not unlike what you two have experienced on the AAU circuit.
No, we usually get 16 minutes, 16-minute halves.
I think they'd switch back to stoppage time, yes, but for a time it was 20 or 22-minute halves
Yes.
with running time.
High school, we get 20, though.
Right. That's what I meant with AAU because of protocols. They were playing with running time, although
Right.
with stoppage time last week, I was at the state tournament. The lengths are about the same. The games run about as long.
Yeah, I agree. The stop time and the running time games just kept going, especially those blowout games. It was long.
We've got a steal on Team Trinity. Steal and run out by number 4. Not sure who that is.
I believe it's Renasia Bates.
I want to say it's Renasia. And Kendal Shelton rebounding the putback. Shelton with some strong moves here in the opening minutes.
4 of 4 of their points.
That's Ahmani Crump, the 6th graders wearing their AAU jerseys. Now, if I remember, Nia and Ronnie, you got your start in what, 5th or 6th grade with basketball? Maybe earlier?
I started when I was really younger, but I didn't start getting competitive until 6th or 7th grade.
Same. I started 2nd grade, late 2nd grade, and competitive was like 6th, 7th grade.
And now look at you. You've gone viral. I'm sure you have a huge autograph line after dropping 29 in that Milwaukee tournament, I think.
Yes.
And we've got a foul. Crystal, the organizer, but filling in today as an official. Crystal Flint was a longtime referee. Covered many state tournaments.
Sister on sister. Uh-oh.
That's right. We've got 2 North Tartan kids going at it. 3 ball. I'll tell you this. When it comes to pace and space, they start young now. Another 3. Got it.
Good 3.
Mariah Miller with the score. A little bit of a trip up there, I believe, on Bates. And they are calling fouls. Now, this is an exhibition game, so... There we go, score 7-2. I'm like, wait, you don't take away points for three-pointers, right? Seven to 2. Team Aniya over Team Trinity. Aniya wearing the light-colored jerseys, Trinity wearing the dark. Steal by Aniya. Shelton really showing her hustle here. Runner. No bounce. Shelton again.
Good rebound and put back by Nyema Montgomery.
Right, that was Nyema, not Montgomery. I'm getting things mixed up. Nia, good eyes. Nyema Montgomery, though, I think she's got 7 points. And who just got that last one?
Danasia Anderson.
Anderson?
Yes.
Here's Montgomery. Well, it doesn't quite get the hook up there. So, again, I've never seen these kids before. So if it takes me a minute to align names and numbers, just cut me some slack. But Nyema Montgomery with a strong showing in the early minutes. 7 points, a couple of putbacks. Shelton got the 3 earlier. The runner getting the bounce, I believe, is Bates.
Yeah.
Montgomery from the elbow. Yes! Nia and Ronnie, I'm thinking you're glad you don't have to worry about playing against her next year.
Oh, definitely.
Scary sight. Good shot.
Baseline J.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. Good shot by Lamaira Wright.
Lamaira Wright.
And she is a 4th grader, so I know she's excited to just be
A
playing on
4th
this
grader.
stage.
She did look a little small out there, but Nyema Montgomery's playing really, really big. I think she saw the cameras, and maybe she's watched my games, and it's like, if I score a lot of points, he's going to interview me. I don't think Ronnie and Nia had time to tell her, run away. If you see him, run as far away as you can. We've got a strip.
Need more ball rotation.
Oh, are we going to call over? Nope. I guess, well, it's an exhibition game, so she didn't have possession yet, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
We got a push off. Count it!
And that was the and one by Renasia Bates.
I think that was Anderson, actually. That's 11.
Danasia Anderson.
Danasia Anderson. She's got the Minnesota Stars jersey, and she's wearing 11. I thought, you could have argued she got away with a little bit of a forearm, but that was a good power move to the rim. Can't complete the three-point play. But Trinity with the offensive rebound, 13 to 10. Here's the 4th grader again. Bates at the O board, no good. And I'm trying to figure out who number 1 is. Well,
Good take by
Nyema Montgomery telling everyone who she is. Nia, that was a good take. What do you think she developed those moves?
I don't know. I'm assuming she's in the gym a lot, especially it's good to have dedication at her age. So, good for her.
She's been really good, though. I've watched her since she was younger.
Really?
She's always been like that.
There she is again with the first step. Oh, well, you can't make them all. Not even Nia and Ronnie have gone 100% from the floor, if I'm correct.
Definitely not.
No,
As
not at
much
all.
as we all would love perfection, that doesn't quite happen in basketball. But I'll tell you, Nyema, from what I've seen so far, tremendous instincts, good body control, all of that. We've got a 3 from a player without a number, so
Then rebounds and take by Mariah Miller.
Miller from Murray Middle School. Queens is the AAU team she plays for. If you're wondering, there are youth AAU events. They go all the way to 4th grade, so you can watch some really young guns. I usually stick to high school because I want to give the kids a little bit of space, but this is fun for them. And as Krista was talking about, as Miller makes both free throws, we've had all-star events in the past, all-star type events, but they all focus on the seniors. We've never had one that includes younger grades. And a timeout's going to be called with 17:10 to go, and somebody stopped the clock. Someone forgot to stop the clock.
11 minutes left, actually.
Yeah, the clock's still running. I just wonder if they're going to stop it.
Well, it's an all-star game.
The clock does not stop.
The clock isn't.
Never.
This
ever.
this happens occasionally at the high school level too. Sometimes you get an operator who forgets to stop the clock. Let's see what happens here.
In this case, they're not stopping the clock. They're keeping it going.
Apparently not.
No. It's running clock 40 minutes with a halftime, basically.
I've never seen that before. Usually when you call a timeout, you would have them stop the clock, even in the AAU, but what do I know?
Must be special showcase rules.
Maybe. Could be that. And it does happen sometimes in high school. I'll never forget, they had to replay 30 seconds of a De La Salle Holy Angels game because the officials and the players weren't aware of free throw procedures.
Oh, gosh.
And the officials had to stop play and figure out what's going on. Bates missed the runner, got her own rebound, though.
They seem like
3 on the way, does not
they're
drop
only
from
passing it
Anderson.
to
Another
each
O
other.
board.
She got it.
Well, the Team Trinity players, they know how to get O boards.
Definitely. That's going to be real useful to them when they get against some bigger girls.
I wonder if they watched your tape and got inspiration.
I would hope so.
They definitely did.
3 on the way for Team Aniya. That is no good. Aniya with the 17-10 lead. Well, Ronnie, let's not sell you short. You got a couple of triple doubles. I think of the points, assists, steals variety though, but you can get in there on the boards.
Sometimes.
Anderson will shoot 2. Anderson's parents were telling Crystal yesterday as she was promoting all the triple threat posts, including my Facebook post that highlighted you and my fellow broadcasters, and Danasia's dad, I believe, said she's going to ball out. Crystal's like, hey, if she does, Mike will pull her over.
She goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Missed both free throws, so we stay at 17-10. There's Shelton to Miller. Shelton, Miller, Montgomery have been making big plays. And Shelton gets the Plinko bounce. So Shelton, I believe, has 4. Montgomery leads all players. Points don't matter, of course, in an all-star type of event. Anderson almost crossed herself up. And that is Lamaira Wright, number 1. I got to give her credit for that. That takes some spunk as a 4th grader. Long before you hit your growth spurt and you're playing against kids that are 2 grades older than you are. We're going to have free throws for Ahmani Crump, who goes to Murray Middle School, plays for FBC. And a substitution. Miller will take a seat. And I believe Noraa Ivey. No, that's the light-colored jersey.
Briana Foster back
She
in the
goes
game
1 for 2
for the light team.
at the line.
Number 21.
Gives them 11 points. Oh, rebound.
Good rebound by Lamaira. Right. at the basket, takes a shot. Short, but good for taking it all the way up the court with the big girl.
Hey, you can't be afraid. Doesn't matter how small you
A
are.
rebound all the way down the court. That's good.
So, Ronnie, you said you've seen Nyema play from a young age.
Yes.
What impressed you about her early on? Because she is balling
Her
in this
ability
one.
to score is crazy, especially for her age. But she has the size. Because at that age, I was only like 1 foot. So.
You're at a much more respectable 5'2" now.
Actually, I went to the
5'3",
doctor the other
5'3".
day.
You said that's
5'3",
right. I
yes.
have to correct myself.
5'3".
You grew an inch.
Huge
Well,
growth
probably-
spurt for Ronnie.
Yeah.
That's probably why she got 29 points. She just felt the burn, felt the power from that
Yes.
growth spurt. Montgomery
did.
splits at the line. I'm not sure where Montgomery will play, if she'll play in high school or if she'll wait another year or two, but I've seen some kids with that kind of spark. Addie Mack comes to mind last year when I saw her as a 7th grader. Her Noraa Tartan team lost on a buzzer beater to the Minnesota Stars in overtime.
That was a crazy game. I was at the end of it, and props to her for making that shot. That was a crazy shot. She
That
deserves
was
to win off
Kendal
of that
McGee
one.
who got the game winner.
When I seen the score, it was like they were up 1, and then she shot it, and it just went in.
Yeah.
So they had a chance, but
Shelton missed the elbow J, and Bates scored on the other end. Wright blocked by her sister in transition. Number 10 is Lariah Wright. Lamaira's number 1. Lariah is 10. Nia, that's something I don't think you'll ever have to worry about, getting blocked by your sister.
No, definitely not.
Well, for one, Malachi's 5'2", and second, she's also a few years older, so she's
Yes.
already done with. And you've got another sister, but I think she's a little too young
She is.
to
I
play
with her a little
alongside
bit.
you. That is.
Yeah. Maybe
Good
one day
take.
we'll see each other in the league.
Ooh.
But I don't think she'll be much taller by then.
Maybe you and Ronnie will join the league together.
I think so.
I could see it. Future WNBA stars.
that's the goal.
Lamaira right at the line. Wearing the Noraa Tartan colors that Nia knows oh so well, and Ronnie too.
Yeah.
Both were on the same AAU team last year.
Lariah and Lamaira actually both have a ring too. Their team won in state this
So we've
past
got-
weekend.
So Noraa Tartan, they're one of the perennials, although I'd say the AAU field has gotten so much better over the years. Minnesota Fury had the sweep a couple years ago. Metro Stars, all the Hopkins kids go there.
Good take.
Nyema
By
Montgomery. I'll tell you what, depending on where she goes next year, she might find some playing time as a 7th grader.
Nyema, if you're watching this, come to Eden Prairie.
Hey, I mean, Como is a great school. You know?
Crystal might put in a plug for Cretin-Durham Hall.
Right.
I'm sure if Mara's watching this, she might try to
Right.
entice Nia to go to Wayzata or Mallory at Chaska. I know you are good friends with your future Gophers teammates, Nia. And are you trying to get Ronnie to join you? Are
Yes.
you allowed to say that?
Ooh,
Mariah Miller with the
backboard.
runner there. Unofficially, I've got it Montgomery for 12 points.
Yes, I think that's accurate. I'm not exactly sure.
Right now, I'm seeing a little bit of Minnesota Stars versus the rest. Two-man game.
Well, this is not unlike AAU where you get to mix it up and play against some kids, play with some kids that you normally wouldn't get to. I know you and Ronnie and that Noraa Tartan team from last year was really close with one another.
Yeah.
And since the two of you are here, if you don't mind, as Bates is at the line, we believe that's Renasia Bates. Well, we know who that is. That's Nyema Montgomery. And that time, Danasia Anderson gets to her. Okay. I know you mentioned this to me in the podcast series, Nia, but now that you're here, how did you end up with the nickname Ron Dog?
I don't know. I think we just started calling her, and it sticked.
Yeah.
It's very catchy. It's a good name.
I use it on everything, actually.
Shelton will go to the line for 2 because, Ronnie, if I remember, your nickname used to be Peanut.
Yeah. I had a lot of nicknames. Chicken Nugget, Peanut, I don't know. Ron Dog kind of sticks better, though.
Yes, Ron Dog is definitely my fave.
So how did the dog analogy come to be?
I don't know, to be honest.
It just came.
We were
It
at
just.
a practice, and we were just giving out nicknames, like our coach, Marcus,
Oh yeah,
Mark Dog.
we call
like,
him Mark Dog.
Like we just.
So is Nia Dog then, or do you have another name for her?
No, that one doesn't work that well.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Call her Legend.
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 Myra, if you're watching this, hey, Legend.
Some good hustle on the offensive side of the glass for Team Aniya. They've got 3 or 4 O boards there. Miller, that's on the line, but good for 2. Mariah Miller with 7. She and Montgomery, quite the tag team. Drive, and Danasia Anderson with the finish. Nia is a legend. Well, I know she's got hops. She's tied the Eden Prairie school record in the high jump.
How high?
There's video evidence of it. Miller for 3.
I've currently jumped 5'8" in the high jump, but I'm trying for 5'9" and a half.
You
And
jumped the same as our boys.
I know there's some boys jumpers on my team that are jumping the same as me.
I might have had a little fun with her record-tying jump. I might have posted a video with some sound effects from a certain video game.
It's funny. I advise you guys go watch it.
Because as the two of you know, if there's a pop culture reference, no matter how low it's hanging, I go for it. So time about to expire in the first half of this Triple Threat Rising Stars event. 26-15 the score. Team Aniya over Team Trinity. Nia and Ronnie, what are your impressions so far?
I'm super impressed. I don't know if I can say that I was this good in 6th grade or even like this willing to play. I think I would have been nervous to even be on the stage. So I'm really impressed, actually.
What about you, Ronnie?
It's definitely a good game. I would have been nervous. No doubt about that. But the Trinity team have really came to play today. So just looking forward to the other team to show up just a little bit.
Yeah.
So it can be a close game. A buzzer beater finish, basically.
Well, and of course, the points don't matter. This is kind of like whose line is it anyway. The teams want to win, but as we said, this won't get tabulated into any stats on the AAU circuit. If Ronnie, unfortunately, that means if you go off for 50 today, it won't be added to your totals, but I'm excited. I know I'm looking forward to the junior-senior game. It was going to be a senior showcase, but a couple of athletes that Crystal reached out to couldn't be here today due to other commitments. So she added a few juniors and then added a few more. And then it's like, you know what? Let's throw the juniors and seniors.
Yes.
Let's put them against each other and see what happens.
When the high school season is over, TSP Television goes on the highlight trail. Our highlight reels provide you with a valuable resource for recruiters and a keepsake of your favorite athlete. To learn more about our highlight reel services, contact us at tsptelevision@gmail.com.
We had some awesome sponsors this year. We have Country Financial over there in the corner, waving hands over there, and we have Mike Peden broadcasting. We're not live, but he's broadcasting today. We also have Howard Pulley is providing some assistance for this special occasion. We also have Negatia, where you at? Negatia Jackson is also sponsoring today with photography. We have Nafisa Muhammad doing the gate over there. She is a public school teacher at Patrick Henry High School. We also have Nia, Coach Nia, waving here. Coach Nia is my assistant girls basketball coach here. We have one of our subs here in the building, Gabriella Douglas. Thank you so much. We have Crystal Tayler. Thank you so much, waving here, Crystal. We appreciate you all. I don't have my notes, so I'll just keep going. Did I miss anybody? We also have our wonderful official. So as you can see, there are women doing everything We have Nia Holly, who is I said Holly. Nia, wave your hand. She will be a senior at Eden Prairie who will be attending the University of Minnesota fall 2022. We also have my girl from Como, Ronnie Porter, one of the best point guards in the class of 2022. So we have a lot of different, Mike, I think your production crew as well. Wave your hands, I don't know your names, but thank you for being in the building. All right, with that being said, did I say Gina? Yeah. Gina, our official, that's who I started off with. My mind goes all over the place. As y'all can see, I do it all. All right, let's go, second hand.
Well, Crystal, I'll help you with the camera crew if you're watching this. We've got Ben Carlson, James Clayton, Graham Mansell, Mike York, making sure audio levels are good. Mike York, also a top-notch Ghostbuster, so if you have any paranormal activity that needs to be taken care of, Mike is ready to believe you.
Who you gonna call?
Nia, we have two Nias here. Now, Nia, there's a difference because Nia, your full name is Nehemiah, and the other Nia Holly, is just Nia. So there is a way to separate that.
Yes.
But hey, Nia Holly was Miss Basketball 2016 from Hopkins, then went to Michigan State. So if you're going to be compared to anybody, that's a pretty good athlete to be compared with. That's going to be a walk. Yep. We do call travels at the Triple Threat Showcase. So the second half is underway.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, another three. Okay. Well, Lamaira, I think, you know what? I like her effort. I like her heart. I think as she gets older, she'll get a little more upper body strength to launch that ball from three-point range. It's not easy when you're that small to try to hit threes.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Ronnie would know.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie can hack down three-pointers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because
Before.
she's strong.
Before,
Okay,
it wasn't
okay.
as easy. It took
Okay,
a lot of
I thought you were
practice.
giving her shade because of her 5'3"
No.
inch frame. Not everyone can be as tall as you, Nia. Come on.
I wish.
Nia over here wanted to be like Brittany Griner.
Yes. Not so much anymore. I feel like a few more inches would do me some justice, but I don't think I need to be 6'8".
Feet for me, just thinking.
What was that, Ronnie? Or
I said a few feet.
a
for
few
me.
feet. She's only 7 inches shorter. Who is that? That's Ahmani Crump. Where are we? Crump scoring at the line for Team Aniya. Oh no, that's Team Trinity.
Yes.
It's hard to tell because Crump's
Jersey is a little
Crump
bit
is
lighter.
gray, right? Crump's jersey is gray. Danasia Anderson again with the steal. Can she take it all the way? No, she'll have to go to the line as she was fouled by Briana Foster. Next up, we'll have the 7th and 8th graders play each other, and they will mix it up. So it's not 7th versus 8th. Anderson knocks down the front end.
With only an 8-point deficit now, I hope that Trinity team is looking for a comeback to make this a good close game.
Well, Anderson doing her darndest to make that happen. 7-point margin. It can happen in the pros, high school. Deficits can be overcome. And Foster gets hacked by
Number 1, Lamaira Wright.
Lamaira Wright. Because they both start with L, I keep wanting to go on my notes. I'm like, who's 1, who's 10 again? The next one will be a little easier because I happen to see some of these 7th and 8th graders in the AAU circuit. Well, Team Aniya, they're mindful. Look who they put in, Nyema Montgomery. Aniya led by a couple of notable names from the suburban east, Salapi Amusain, now at Illinois, and Autumn Mendez, who was part of the last Cretin-Durham Hall girls basketball team to reach the state tournament. Her group included Haley Moore, Franny Hottinger, the all-time leading scorer at Cretin-Durham Hall. Here comes Anderson. Anderson will send a thank you card to the rim, and Danasia making a move for Team Trinity. Montgomery, the bounce pass. Miller, right idea, just a little off. Offensive rebound. Look out. Well, you heard them say good shot.
Good rebound by Montgomery, and then she was fouled.
Montgomery's everywhere.
Definitely going to be a force when she's in high school. Again, if you're watching this, Eden Prairie has a spot for you.
Does she have a spot for a three-point shot? Not that time. Crump with the rebound. And here she comes.
Come on.
A little strong on the finish.
Oh.
And that will not go to Kendal Shelton's highlight reel. But it happens to the best of us. If I remember, though, I think your most silly moment wasn't on the court. And Nia, in your case, I think you fell downstairs at Park Center, if I remember from the podcast.
A few years ago, I fell down every single stair at Park Center when I was an 8th grader. So that was terrible. But it was really funny.
Well, Danasia Anderson is climbing some stairs when it comes to points. I'll show myself out now. Ronnie, what about you? What was your silliest moment?
I wouldn't say it was silly, but I was running my 4x2, and as I was handing off my baton, I fell and scraped up everything.
Oh!
Yeah.
So you got some track burn.
If
Yeah.
anybody knows track and field, those tracks are hard.
Yes.
They
You fall,
are.
It hurts.
I cannot speak from experience because I'm not athletic enough, but I will take your word for it. You know, Nia and Ronnie both compete in sprint events, and Nia also does the high jump. Mariah Miller at the line. And in the midst of all this, Danasia Anderson, she's scraping up more points. She scored on the other end for Team Trinity, and Anderson is up to 8. So it took Danasia a little while to find her footing, but that happens sometimes in basketball. You can have a slow start, but you can come on strong later. And Mariah Miller not doing badly either. I've got her at 9. Okay, there we go. Lamaira, she gonna take it? They called that a foul? Did I see?
I seen her get. I seen
You
her
saw
get.
think
you saw
it hit
contact.
the side
Okay,
of her hand.
okay.
I seen it.
I wasn't questioning it, but it was like, oh man, that was. So let's see what this 4th grader can do at the free throw line. Hey, does he realize, hey, you can step up another inch? Like,
She probably won't do that because if she does, she might step on the line or over.
oh, well, I suppose. I think they're letting it slide because if I recall, your feet have to stay on the floor for a free throw.
I don't know if they have to, especially at this grade.
I was going to say, at the higher levels, I
As
think
an
you do. But as a 4th grader, I think you can make an exception. Timeout on the floor, and the clock stops with 12:20 to go. We're rolling along, folks, so you're wondering what's going on. It's remember, this event was supposed to take place a year ago, but the pandemic blew up those plans. So we're all working our way back. I've joked about the social atrophy that I've experienced.
Goodness, this girl goes to Carver Elementary. Across the street there.
Oh, Niome? Oh, because I saw her at 33. So I'm wondering, with the two of you doing sprinting events, who is the faster among you? Like between
It's
who can floor it more quickly?
It's Nia.
Nia.
I'm gonna give Ronnie some credit. This is her first year doing track. I've been doing track since I was probably the same amount of time that I've been doing basketball. I just am more serious about basketball than I am about track. So I'll give her
I
that.
had no idea. I had no clue you were serious about basketball.
Who knows? Maybe I'll see Ronnie at state in a few weeks for track.
Hopefully, but I'm not sure. Probably for relays, but not for 100 or 200.
They
no.
are individual events, so
Yes.
you can qualify. I know they have the team category, but you can qualify for individual events too. In some cases, like one set of athletes can win it for the whole thing. Like I remember the Lewis sisters at Edison won them a state track title.
Yeah,
Nyema
they
Montgomery,
did. Just by them because of the points.
because they did well in their sprint events in Class A. So you know the Lewis sisters.
Yeah, I do. I used to run on a club track team with them when I was in 7th grade, and we went to Junior Olympics together in Kansas.
Jada and Gia Lewis, if my memory serves correct.
Yes, those are their names.
So if they're watching, haven't forgotten about you guys. Who do we have at the line here? Is that? It's for Team Aniya.
Noraa? That's
I
her,
want to
isn't
say
it?
it's either an AVA or a Noraa, but I don't know which.
Right here.
Oh, what's this? Oh, shit. It's the white one.
And her jersey doesn't give away any indication. Like we said, there were a couple of kids who didn't get their numbers in time. I can tell you that Aniya has a 29-23 lead over Trinity that was almost cut in half. Montgomery hasn't scored yet in this half. Three on the way. Rebound, Ahmani Crump. Deflected there. Was that Wright who got a piece of it?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm surprised Montgomery backed off. She'll line up the three. I thought she had it. I thought she had a
Rebound by Lamaira,
putback.
up the court, sister against sister.
Well, one sister will stop the other.
Oh, and a foul was called.
I'll tell you this, Lamaira Wright may not score the most points today, but she is getting the most applause.
There we go.
She got one.
Man. It just reminds me of myself. And I be like, I just be looking at her like how little she is, and then like, is that how people look at me when I'm on a court?
Oh, I don't look at you that way.
Like they're all 6'3", and I'm 5'2".
No, wait, you're 5'3" now, Ronnie.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. See, I be forgetting.
You
I was told I
were
wouldn't
you
grow
were bragging
anymore.
to us about how you grew an inch this
Yeah.
morning.
But I went to the doctor and I was told I wasn't gonna grow anymore. And since then, I grew like 2 to 3 inches. So at this point,
At this point, you're just gonna be like 5'7".
yeah,
5'7".
Keep
I'm
growing.
on the road to
You're gonna keep
5'7",
growing.
Definitely.
Well, you know what though?
5'7", 5'9", 6 foot.
You know what? I remember covering your older brother at Central, and I had to give him props to Rennell because he played a lot bigger than 5'6", I believe.
Yes. That is my trainer now to this day. So
Reneja Bates
Good
goes
take.
coast to coast. At least we believe that's Bates. If it's not, I'm sure her parents will have a word with me and file a lawsuit and seek defamation damages. Ooh, Wright
And
with a
one.
little
Oh.
spin move. Montgomery with the kick out, picked up an assist earlier. We've got a 5-point game.
I like this sister on sister match. Just like a little isolation between them two. Oh, I got
But
same room as my coach, and he's over there. They're calling it, and I'm thinking it's me.
I was going to say, though, that I suppose watching these younger kids, whether they're 4th or 6th graders, it does bring back maybe shades of what the two of you experienced. And I know for them, they look up to some of these kids that will be playing later today.
That's why
Jump ball.
I'm waiting on Aniya to dunk. I think these younger kids would love to see that.
Oh gosh.
Just
Nia can touch rim.
Yeah.
There's video. She's been working on it. Well, she's got the high jump down. That's probably why you take up high jump, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So you can build up your vertical and then throw it down like Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
Like-
exactly.
I will sit under the rim for her to dunk on me. For her first dunk. I would do that.
You want to sit under the rim?
I will sit under the rim and let her dunk on me.
You see,
just because it's
I'll make
exciting
sure-
to see. Like,
I'll make sure the first time I dunk, it's on Ronnie.
yeah. Definitely.
Well, if the two of you go D1, maybe that'll be the case, or maybe you'll have an all-star event, and Ronnie would play the role of Kevin Hart, I guess. Nia could jump
Yes.
over Ronnie. And I don't mean that as a shade on your height, Ronnie, but I think you know where I think you know where I'm getting at. Bates got her own rebound. 5-point game. Team Trinity looking for a comeback here.
They need it.
Anderson to Bates, in and out.
And a rebound.
Anderson
Putback by
floats it in. I like when players do that if they get an offensive rebound and they think there's a chance to go up and take it. Just like Mariah Miller did. She saw a lane, she saw an opportunity, and she's got herself 11 points for Team Aniya, who leads Team Trinity 33-28. It was Nyema Montgomery in the first half. And Mariah Miller chipping in too.
Whoa. It's enough time. 5 points.
Plenty of time for a comeback.
Oh, lots of time. But not
Great
at number
shot.
one. I wish I knew who that was. The problem is with Team Aniya, there were two players without numbers, so it's hard to say which one that is.
Looks like Minnetonka on her chest.
Well, she's got the blue one. Maybe it is Minnetonka. That was Danasia Anderson who scored. See, out of nowhere, here comes Nyema Montgomery, who scores her first bucket of the second half, and Montgomery up to 14. Who do you think that is? Inara El-Amin? Is Alice Smith a feeder program to Minnetonka?
Good take by Ahmani Crump.
Well, Ahmani Crump feeding her point total.
She gets it from her sister.
Totally.
And I think her older
She
sister's
gets the
competing
fouls from
later.
her sister too.
She gets the fouls from her sister. Oh, that was low. That was
See, that's true.
that was low.
See, I mean,
That was low.
All
I
right.
didn't know you talk smack like that, Nia.
It happens all the time. I got used
Was she
to
like
it.
that? Is that why you left North Tartan, Ronnie? Because you
No.
couldn't handle it anymore?
You know, yeah. It's all Nia's fault. It's all Nia's fault.
One too many nicknames. Ron Dog was fine, but then Nia went over the top.
Oh gosh.
I will never be allowed back to Eden Prairie ever again. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to catch up with all of you guys. I hated missing out this winter as I waited to get vaccinated. But now I'm in the clear. Kendal Shelton at the line.
Well, this upcoming high school year, we play you guys, don't we?
Yeah.
So
Como
you might
and
see
EP?
me, dunk on Nia probably once or twice.
Do you guys know if you're at EP?
It's at Como. I think it's at
Ooh.
Como.
Oh, sign me up.
Excited.
I know Hopkins is playing a school from Maryland,
Really?
December 18th. It was just announced. And you might see me at a few late conference games. I know I would love to check out an EPYZ game to see how the two Minnesota recruits.
Yes, do it.
Because Mara Brown goes to Wayzata, and Nyema Montgomery goes for steals and buckets, but Crump sealed her off. And I believe that's
Oh, good.
Naomi Reyes She has Falcons on her jersey. It was 45 initially, but she's wearing 33, so I want to say that's Reyes. And you know what? Team Trinity, they're hanging in there.
Oh, she should have just went.
Crump
Good
knocks
shot
down the three.
by Ahmani.
She really gets it from her sister now. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Oh, now you have something nice to say. 2-point game. That's how basketball works, though. It's a game of runs.
Yes.
But now you've got me excited. Como Park at Eden Prairie. I know you had Princeton on the schedule, too, with Maddie James, who goes by MJ.
Yes.
And she is a walking bucket.
Are you guys going out to Princeton?
We should be. Last year we were going out there, so this year we should be going out there.
That's crazy.
I'd like to think we'll have a normal season next year, which means we'll have invites and all that fun stuff.
I hope so. I miss going to other people's games.
Yes.
I remember when you were there, actually, you and Myra and all of Ronnie's teammates when she got her 1,000th point.
Mm-hmm. That was a great game.
Now, this year we're going to see Nia hit hers. We're going to be there
Yeah.
because it's open invites now. We don't got to, hopefully we
For
don't
2,000?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
2,000?
No,
for-
not for 2,000.
Oh, for Nia's 1,000th?
Yes.
I was going to say, okay.
I mean, no,
No.
I mean, well, I was thinking Ronnie in I thought you meant like Ronnie in 2000 because after the season she had,
Close, hopefully.
2000
Close.
with the
You'll be close.
if you get the full 26 next year, I'd like to think that would be in striking range.
Yeah. Plus, like the extra games for
Yes.
section and state.
And then don't forget the Twin Cities game.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
St.
yeah.
Paul and
We missed
Minneapolis
that
teams get
last
one of
year.
those, and Como Park has won the conference
Eight.
for a really long time.
8.
Oh my goodness.
Since 2015, so I think the last 7 years. Well, you would
Yeah.
have gone this year, but there was no Twin Cities game. And it's been Como and South who have met about 50 times
Yeah.
in that game. Over and back call on Team Trinity. But the game's still within reach for them. That Crump triple makes it a 2-point game. Montgomery has struggled a little bit. I wonder if they'll draw something up for her here.
I would think they'll do that.
Foster at it.
Uh-oh.
Here's number 1, who we think is Inara El-Amin.
She's clutching
Whoever
right
she
now.
is, she's hit some clutch buckets here in the
Yes.
second half.
Look up, look up.
Good block by Lariah.
I don't know if Lamaira had intended that. I don't think she even noticed that her assignment was there, but she gets the bucket. Or stopped the bucket anyway. Ooh, that was close.
Totally close.
Crump and
One by Ahmani Crump.
Yeah. See, I mean, now she's showing up. I love to see it. Like, usually we'll play one-on-one, and she give me buckets, like, and then, like, when she play against other girls, she's, like, so different. It makes me mad, but. Oh.
Game still within reach for Team Trinity.
Wright to Montgomery.
Trap it.
3 ball.
Good rebound.
Rebound.
That's
by
right.
Lamaira.
Oh, they
Lamaira
got the
Wright.
Fowler.
Up, here comes Crump. Puts a move on
Oh.
Wright's sister and is fouled from behind.
Ahmani now has the chance to tie the game with 2 free throws.
See
1 minute left.
if she's clutching this game up. Hopefully.
Ahmani Crump going to Murray Middle School. Murray in St. Paul. And what's your connection, Ronnie?
My sister.
She is your sister. Okay. So she's going to be paying extra close attention to this broadcast, I imagine.
Yes.
But that's probably why you can talk some smack to her as well. You can get away with that. I can't. You see, if I gave her flack about her playing ability, then So
Probably take it better from you than her siblings. 'cause
I was gonna say, yeah, it's okay if it comes from Ronnie. If it comes from me, I'm gonna have to answer to her mother, and I don't want that.
2-point game, 1:15 left.
What have you enjoyed most about the 6th grade matchup? We've seen some good performances. Nyema Montgomery, Ahmani Crump's come on strong late. Mariah Miller with a few buckets. We've seen a few players show up here.
I'm glad to see a lot of variety of who's touching the ball and who's scoring and stuff. Because especially in these showcases, you can see like one player just taking over. But I'm glad that they're moving it and trying to get other players opportunities to score and trusting each other, even though they probably don't know each other that well.
Their heart is big because at this time, looking at the score in this age, I would have been nervous, shaking. I probably would have messed up 1,000 times, but they stay focused, so that's all that matters. Looking forward to seeing these girls in their bigger years.
We've got 1:15 to go and counting. Montgomery, double teamed by Bates and Anderson. We've got a jump.
In favor of Team Trinity. Hopefully they can had a play drawn up, or they know what they're doing, so they can get a tie in
sure.
this game.
These kids all play AAU. I'm sure they've drawn up a few plays. Anderson tries to take it herself. Montgomery. She's doubled.
I personally do not think that was a foul.
Not at all.
Thought that was a good trap. It was going to lead to a 5 seconds.
So Montgomery goes to the line. Danasia Anderson has 12 points, by the way. I want to highlight her performance, too, in this first of 4 games.
Could have sealed it right here.
And Nyema Montgomery, a name we may all hear about in the years to come. She makes both free throws. (41-37). Crump again.
One by Ahmani. Hopefully she can sink this free throw and then they can get back on defense in time to get a stop.
We're going to have a great day today. She is going to be really happy after this.
Crump really coming on strong in the second half. Oh, board. Trinity's been right there all second half. They just can't get over that hump. Oh.
Montgomery fouled on the 3-point line.
See, I'm surprised Montgomery went for it there.
Yeah, that was a risky shot to take.
She got, well, she'll get 3 out of
off.
it. But usually in that situation, I think coaches will tell you, hold on to him, make him foul you. Crystal sorting out who goes where on the free throw line.
I probably would have shot it too.
How do you sort that out anyway? Who takes up what spot on the free throw line?
Offense, so the shooter's teammates take the middle spot, so only 2 are able, and then defense 4 out of 5 other players are able to be inside.
Two makes by Montgomery and the rebound by
Montgomery,
Trinity.
1 of 3.
They have to score.
Trinity still has a chance.
Dribbled off the foot. How unfortunate.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Oh, it's the worst.
That's enough time for them to stop the
Play
ball.
some defense.
Good defense. See? Look at it.
Well, Miller's going to get by Wright and hook up with the outlet.
Behind.
Oh.
Mariah Miller with the putback. Solid game for Miller. And that will do it as time expires. Oh, Anderson almost got it. 44-39. Team Aniya beats Team Trinity.
Overall, good game.
Proud of
every
Good
girl on
comeback.
this team.
Great comeback. I mean, it's something we wanted to see.
But you know what? Nyema Montgomery, Ahmani Crump, Brian Miller. We saw some good players out here today.
Danasia Anderson.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between.
Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
We've got the three-point contest after Aniya beat Trinity 44-39.
So I believe the 4 sitting on the bench right now are the 4 other players participating in this three-point contest.
And Ahmani, I think, will start.
Mariah, Lariah, right?
Yeah. So, numbers, I forgot.
We don't have a name for. I'm gonna get a rebound.
So it looks like Ahmani, Lariah, Danasia, who we believe is Inara El-Amin. Hopefully, I really hope that's you, girl.
If it's not, our apologies.
So sorry.
Oh, big time. Shoot. Okay. That's how I felt my first time. I was all nervous.
I would have brought Ahmani, too, but she's out there. So, all right, Niome, come over next to me. All right, so quick hit, Nyema. How is Ahmani as a three-point shooter?
She's good. She's good. She's really good.
Be careful what you say because her sister's right next to me, and if you say anything too mean, Ronnie's going to
Yeah.
barrel at full speed.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel.
I'm teasing. So here we go, Ahmani Crump. Shooting three-pointers. So
Just getting warmed up.
just getting warmed up. Nyema, though, I did want to talk to you about your performance because you had 14 points unofficially, or had a couple at the free throw line. How fun was it to play among some sixth graders? You had a couple of fourth graders as well. How fun is it to get the showcase as Crump gets on the board?
I have fun with it because you get to talk to new people that you haven't met before, but you've seen on the court before. But I just find it fun to collaborate with other people that play on different teams than me.
She's so strong, but she just never uses her weight.
Crump with 2 triples as time expires. Ronnie had seen you play before and told us that you had some moves. You started basketball at a really young age, so when did you first pick up the ball?
Around first grade.
First grade. Ronnie, and you started at what, second grade?
Yeah, I started in kindergarten.
Yeah, I started second grade.
Okay, so I'm the odd man out here. And how have you developed over time? Because, Nyema, you were putting some moves on everybody. You looked really strong. I mean, you look really polished out there.
I definitely was not putting on those moves in 6th grade.
At
so.
all. At all.
I don't really know. I think I've gotten better, but I feel like I can.
You think?
Yeah, I
Think
I can
is
do better.
not
Don't
the
sell
word.
yourself
Think
short, Nyema.
is-
I know you want to get better, and I'm sure you will, but you have. I'd say you're a lot better than first grade.
Yeah, definitely.
So what plans do you have next year? I know you're finishing up your 6th grade year. Where do you see yourself playing potentially? Because Ronnie and Nia over here were both pulling to have you join their schools.
Eden Prairie is a really good school.
No.
It's really good.
I live in Hopkins, so I have to play for Hopkins.
You don't have to.
What happened?
Someone's got to be the next Paige Beckers.
She goes to Hopkins? You might.
Yeah.
Como is a great school. You know.
Eden Prairie is a lot closer than Como is.
You will love it. Oh my God. No, but you have a great ability to score underneath the basket. So, Como will love that.
So I think, is that Miller?
Yes.
That is Mariah. Crump had 2 3-pointers. So Nyema, you get a lot of practice on AAU, but with this, you didn't get a whole lot of time with these all-star type of events. So how long did it take for you to find your rhythm?
I'm not really sure. I think I actually found my rhythm in around like 2nd or 3rd grade, because I had to play with like people like 2 or 3 years older than me and stuff.
And who is your favorite basketball player?
My sister,
Sister. And who is your sister, for those who may not know?
Samaya Buchanan.
Samaya, she goes to Kennedy, right?
No.
No. College, okay. And then who is your favorite professional player?
I don't think I really have one.
You don't have one?
No, not really.
Well, maybe if Ronnie and Aniya go pro, one of them will be your favorite.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy most about playing today?
I enjoyed playing with my friends because I know most of them on the court that I played with.
And how important do you think this is to have an event where not only the seniors get to play, but folks like yourself, you got an opportunity to show what the future looks like, and if your performance and Danasia, actually quite a few of you, Ahmani stepped up too. If today's game is any indication, I'd say the future of basketball is in good hands.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say to that. Yeah.
So you mentioned you're hoping to get better. What are you looking to improve on as you continue playing basketball?
I think I'm looking to improve on maybe dribbling more, because I'm not really a dribbler that much. I just shoot, or sometimes I'm a big.
And we'll get back to this 3-point contest here. And as we do, Nyema, would you like to say hi to anybody?
No.
No, not even your sister. Well, I never thought Nyema would be so unappreciative. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's all right, Nyema. I'm sure whoever is out there supporting you was thrilled to have you out in this court and balling it the way you did. And I certainly can't wait to see you in uniform, whether it's at Hopkins or EP or Como or wherever you end up. I think you're going to have a few folks coming for you,
Como.
Nyema. So I hope you have a burner phone.
Thank you.
Well, once again, Nyema, thanks for stopping by. Congrats on your performance, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Thank you.
Nyema Montgomery of the Minnesota 43 Hoops. I was about to say Suns. They have the same colors, but one of our MVPs of the 6th grade game today. And we're going to have one of the Wright sisters head out there.
Lariah Wright off to a great start. Ooh, she's a lefty. I didn't even realize that.
Okay, with 30 seconds left, she is in the lead right now. Everybody else, I think, only hit 3.
Oh, one more. Yeah. Up next we have Danasia Anderson from the Stars. Currently the high scorer by Lariah Wright of 6 made 3-pointers.
Not comfortable at all. She shoot fast. Ain't got no balls.
Give her some time.
4 more for the win. Well, to take high. 3 more to tie. I am unsure on how many more shooters we have. I believe that's it. Nope. Uh-oh. She's actually in front of the three-point line, but it's okay.
We're counting them.
Maybe if she scoots back, she'll hit them all because they're like right after.
Yeah. They're all a little long. Lariah Wright as the clear winner of the three-point contest.
With 6 made three-pointers in 45 seconds.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
El-Amin, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot. It goes in.
And everything in between.
Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
We had Nyema join us for the three-point shootout before she took her turn. And we've got Ahmani Crump from Team Trinity. Ahmani, you came on strong in the second half. Your older sister was talking some smack about you in terms of fouling, but you also showed us what you can do. So I'm not going to mess with you, Ahmani, because I'm afraid if I do that, you're going to go off for 20 or 30. But I want to ask you, how fun was it to compete in an event like this?
It was fun because, after the game, I knew, some of the girls were younger than me. So that's how I know, they didn't play as how I played. They played way different. Some things that they don't know yet, some things that they have to learn. So it was fun to be the oldest.
And how cool is it that you had a couple of fourth graders in the mix, you got to compete with some other sixth graders, and we saw a lot of players that tell us the future of basketball is bright here.
It was okay. I mean, it was fun to play with them, the girls that I was playing with, they're fifth graders, I'm sixth. That was a big competition because she's a little taller than me, but it was fun.
When did you start up basketball?
Probably so when I was younger, I didn't really like it because I didn't really get it. But then when I turned 9, I started to get the momentum of what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it, and how to dribble the ball type. Yeah.
And so now you like it?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player in basketball?
It's either I like LeBron. Maya Moore not playing. Yeah, I like all the girls. I like LeBron, Stephen Curry. It's just a lot of them. Kobe Bryant, all of them.
So if they're big in basketball, you like them?
Yeah.
So when Ronnie becomes a big deal in the WNBA, she'll be one of your favorites?
I'll be a big fan.
Well, hopefully that day will come. What are you excited about with your future in basketball? You'll be eligible to play high school next year if that opportunity comes, but what are you most excited about as you continue growing?
I'm most excited about getting to the top. That's where I want to be. But right now I gotta work on a couple things that I need to work on, like how to move my feet and all that type of stuff. Cause I'm fast, so I need to start moving my feet instead of touching them, cause that's how I'm gonna get the foul.
Well, I have no doubt you'll get there over time. Is there anyone you want to say hi to, Ahmani?
My grandma, my little brother, my older brother, everybody.
Everyone, hello. Ahmani Crump from FBC Reel, one of the participants. That concludes our coverage of the 6th grade game. Stay tuned as we continue our coverage of the Triple Threat Showcase and Rising Stars Challenge.